Hey, 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 good people. It's Lord Jesus. I was going to say Sunday. It's Monday, good people. 7:30. So, guys, look. We already know every Monday we are here 7:30. Me and your girl, that girl Zoe, with 105.7 The Phase. So yeah, go ahead, do as we normally do. Tag, share, bring people on in the room. And I am going to do the same. Bring people on in the room so you guys tag and share. And let's do it. Don't forget, go ahead, download the mobile app, 105.7 The Phase mobile app. Go ahead and do that, as well as, y'all, excuse me and this little dog gonna have it out. So I am so sorry for the interruption. But nevertheless, go ahead, tag, share, bring people on in the room. So we're gonna take a deep dive today on this Kiki Jones story. If you haven't seen it, it's on my page. Some of the clips, she has plenty. But go ahead and tag, share, but go ahead and look at the clip so that you can have some insight to this conversation. Let me see. Go ahead and bring on the co-host. I think I did it. Hold on. So, see if I can. Girl, I don't know what's going on today. Looks like we're bringing you on. Okay, so guys, go ahead. I like that hair, lady. The hair look no nice. The hair look no nice. Guys, go ahead and tag. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can. Um,
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. Get from over there. Kind of pinky with a bad self.
That
Move
baby is not bad.
right up, trying to be right up under my feet. Have me be on tripped and fell, and y'all on here laughing at me. But yeah, I was just bringing them up to speed, letting them know what our subject is about today. Just letting them know to go ahead, go on the page if they haven't already, look at the video so that they can have some insight to what we're talking about and not be lost. So,
Yes, Lord.
right. So, we try to definitely make sure you guys are aware of what's going on prior to us even talking about things, right? So what we're going to do as you guys to tag and share and bring people in the room, we are going to do the same. So go ahead, as we tag and share, we are going to ask you guys to do the same because we want to take a deep dive, definitely have a great conversation centered around this subject, right? And then we want to hear from, a lot of you guys, male, female. We want to hear from you. Give me a second. We are going to ask. So, yeah. And as we stated, as you come in, go ahead, tag and share. Go ahead, tag and share. Oh, give me a sec. Let me do this. Definitely make sure you guys are aware of what's going on prior to. Oh, give me a sec. Let me do this. Make And y'all might hear me echoing because as we do this and bring people on. Okay. All right. So I want to wait till people kind of come a little more in the room because what I want to do is start out with talking about the verses. And I want to give them an opportunity to weigh in, you know? So I want to make sure. What you shaking your head for? I can't hear you now. I
Okay,
can hear
can you hear me now?
I can. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now for an old school head like me,
Okay.
baby, that verses was all that and some for me. Just for me. I like Master P. I loved him when I was younger. He's still running in place like he ain't got no sense.
When he wasn't in play.
Yes, he was. Mia X sound the same. Juvie still held it down for Cash Money. Birdman still too old to be trying to jumping in all the videos. But it was a very good versus to me. Who you think won, D? Who you were rooting for?
Now, because Gary was going for Cash Money, I went ahead and took the No Limit just because of that. So we can kind of have a camaraderie, right? Um,
Right?
but I'm a Cash Money girl all day. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, but technically for the verses, I was with No Limit, just so we can kind of
I think
talk.
No Limit won in my eyes because I think when people see Cash Money, they think of Wayne.
And
But Wayne label is Young Money. So
okay.
that's where Nicki and Drake and all of them folks, Thug and all them folks fall in under Young Money
But I do think they associate Wayne
with
with
Cash Money.
Cash Money,
Hmm.
especially when he was that baby.
Yeah. I would.
Meaning when he was, younger or whatever have you. So yeah, I definitely think that people associate him with that. And I think this is me. Check out I'm saying
Hmm.
right. I think that people kind of went with No Limit for the simple fact that they did want to see Wayne appear. And
Hmm.
I think because Snoop did his thing, it kind of overshadowed everything that people was looking for. 'Cause I'm just gonna be honest. I have, except F the Mother Ninjas and Bout It. I really didn't know the other songs that no matter what Mia X song, no
Hmm.
matter what, I didn't know the other songs from
Hmm.
Cash Money. So I mean not Cash Money,
No Limit.
No Limit. And I've always followed No Limit. I just
Hmm.
other songs I was like, well, where that come from? Well, when that was out. Well, when who sung that? Well, why
Yeah,
I never heard of it?
that's
So
right.
so to be honest with you, I think we leaned on. I didn't. I still said even with Wayne being missing, I still felt like Judy held it down for them.
I think Juvie definitely held it down for them. He was the only one that did. Versus with No Limit, you got so many other different people
Mhm.
that can show up for No Limit. That's why I say No Limit. And I dated a dude from New Orleans back in the day during that time. That's why I know all them No Limit songs.
God, I was like, honey, I don't know none of that. I was like, what is that? When the man, light skinned older dude came out with his little jumpsuit on, I was like, who is that?
So Matter, you ain't never heard Chapel Style,
Oh,
Chap.
yeah, I add that one. I add that one. Them three, other than that, I ain't know nothing but about it. Chop style, like you said, and F them ninjas.
You ain't never heard what a real niggas at right here, over there, over there, over there, over there. You ain't never heard it.
I think I heard that, but I don't know. The only song, the only verse I'm gonna know is just that what you just said.
The chorus,
Right, the chorus. Now,
the
anything
hook.
else, y'all go ahead and tag people in. We trying to talk about the verses while we allow people to come in the room. So y'all go ahead and tag and share. Um, Makia said no limit one because they unity. Now they looked great. They
They
looked
did.
they looked unified. And so definitely I would give them stage presence, unity, all of that. Now, I'm gonna say from that aspect, Birdman, you ain't do no justice to what the folk were trying to do as it relates to unity. So
Now,
I mean, I think that was a bad taste in
yeah,
the mouth for Cash Money as
yeah.
well when we look at the overall verses and what we're trying to do and the whole
Mm-hmm.
aim. It would put people more leaning towards No Limit. But see, I'm just more so stuck on the hypeness, the crowd, them folk. Yeah, I still just thought
Cause
they.
Juva got some hits now. Juva got some hits, but had they let that boy Mystical out of jail, then I think No Limit would have been a little bit different. Cause Mystical got some bangers just like Juvie does.
Mm-hmm. One
Mm-hmm.
way he wouldn't do it unless everybody came that Birdman feuding with so many people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, he the one talking about Turk, but then Birdman, you couldn't even keep up with your own lyrics.
Yeah, it was it. I don't know. I'm just a Cash Money girl. I just know y'all songs and I get real hyped. I'm gonna get. I ain't feeling. Yeah, I'm gonna get real hyped with Cash Money. Because I can't do nothing but run in place with them No Limit song.
You can do more than run and play with them No Limit song.
I can't do nothing but do what Master P do.
No, that's not true. So when Mystical say, shake it, watch
But
yourself.
Mr. went down. Now
I'm
if
just,
he was
but
that
he No
yes,
Limit though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But
now
Mystical
yeah.
No Limit.
Now if Mystical was there, then yeah.
Bingo. Then you've been on the floor.
You already know.
That part.
You already know. I agree. Y'all tag and share, because we
That's
just
right.
trying to ensure that people come on in the room. While we're waiting, y'all, this give you guys a chance to go ahead, look at my page, or you can even go over to TikTok. You can even do it on Facebook, so you don't have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
put in Kiki Jones, and you'll see it'll come. Just put it in, and you'll see it on the page. You'll see it on my page, but if you put her in your Facebook engine, she will come up. If you put her in TikTok, she will come up because her story is really trending right now. So you cannot miss it at all. So why you gotta keep doing like that?
Cause that lady got on my nerves.
I
Really
think
got on my nerves.
a lot of people are saying that she's getting on their nerve.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And she did.
in the beginning, people were definitely showing empathy towards her and her situation.
Say it again. In the beginning,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? DUB, watch the video.
Why did we got to be the one to watch the video? Demetrius Franklin, thank you for joining us. If this is your first time being on here, not sure, but thank you certainly for joining us.
Hey, Demetrius.
Yes, Demetrius, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna tag and share with some more folk. Like they always trying to come in late.
Where's our buddy at though?
Who that is?
The man from California, and then uh, what's the other man name?
Jeff was on here not too long ago.
Then you be talking about she doing too much.
Yeah, Jeff was on here not too long ago. Jeff Martin.
Yeah, yes, DUB. She is doing too much. Too much, Lord. Mm.
Let's see. So let's go ahead and dive in a little bit, and then, like I said, hopefully people will go ahead and come in. As I mentioned, tag, share, bring people in. Let's talk about it.
But they going to tell the folk what happened with the lady.
So if you haven't seen the Kiki Jones story, again, go ahead, take a minute, go over to her page. Just put in Kiki Jones, whether you on TikTok, whether you on Facebook, it is going to pop up. And hey, Antonio. So Kiki Jones um, is a content creator. So she was already a content creator before she got married. So if you kind of look through her stuff, you'll see that she was already kind of having some kind of motion before this marriage thing. So you got to go down her page and you'll see that she did have a following even before this.
Right, she did.
Yeah. So Kiki got married. Um, Come to find out, Kiki found out that her husband was cheating. I'm thinking I heard that he was already messing around before they got married. And even she said, yeah, she did know, because she even said that it was different when they were just dating, as
Okay,
opposed.
so Diva, hold on.
Okay.
Who would a man messing around with?
Now, after that, now couple of folks, because the girl that she talked to before they got married, she didn't know that lady. But after they got married, it was the friend, the best friend, the best friend.
Mm.
Uh, Antonio says she's full of SHIT.
Oh, yes,
That's why
God.
we need our guys in here too. So y'all,
Yes, Tonio. I'm
yeah,
with you.
so y'all definitely chime in and tag and share because we want to hear from you guys. See, here's my thing. And I don't know, we talked about it a little bit though. I think he was on the show then, and I'm not sure. We talked about the Risa Tisa situation.
We did.
It took me back to that.
It did.
It took me back to people, these content creators will do whatever it takes to get them coins. Now, am I saying that it doesn't hurt for people to cheat on you? By no means am I not saying she didn't have any emotions or feelings or any of that or any impact to the man cheating on her. Because as a woman, and I'm not even gonna say as a woman, as anybody who truly loved their person,
Right.
when you find out that somebody cheats on you, especially in a marriage, and if you're all in, it is gonna be devastating.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't take that away from Kiki. But Kiki, you're not going to tell me it required you going to put on that wedding dress. It ain't going to, you're not finna convince me. It required you playing the wedding song, falling all on the floor, and acting like you about to die. Now that's when I got off the boat. I was like, okay, Kiki, you doing too much. Come on with it, though.
DUB said, why she doing all that hollering and crying like that?
Because the lady heard. The lady heard
Okay,
it broke up.
I got it. Get what? Uh, people have been through very traumatic times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times we go through traumatic times alone, right?
That's
I
right.
didn't see you and I didn't see me. when tragic thing happened in our life, we was on social media. Lord have mercy, somebody, Jesus, somebody, Lord. It,
Did you somebody meet me at the altar in your white dress?
that what happened to you, B. She went to the altar with that white dress on, and that man had that cowboy hat on at the wedding, and then he changed. And then he changed his mind.
Here's the thing, Kiki. And I think a lot of people jumped on the boat because, like I mentioned in the post today, we be so ready when women jump on social media and dog out these men and talk about they cheated and we got our proof and we can put it on social media and we got stuff that's our receipts. We jump on the bandwagon of the next woman. And I get it. I really do. I don't want people to
Hmm.
think I'm detached, that I don't get it, because I do.
Right,
I've done it. I'm not
right.
exclusive from the person being cheated on. However, I just don't think it required all of that. Simply, and people be saying, well, she didn't have nobody to talk to. Um, this is her outlet. She even said that it gives other women a voice. Come on with it, Zoe.
Did my usher finger right here.
Yeah, come on, us fans. Come on.
I would agree to a certain extent. It definitely gives other women a voice.
Mhm.
We jump on the bandwagon, just like you said, because as a woman, 9 times out of 10 through your life, everybody has been hurt in some
Somehow.
way, shape, form, or fashion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we always are going to bow and take the back of our sisters who have been hurt.
That's right.
Okay, so then, but where I have an issue is the folks said, now I don't know Kiki from nowhere. I
And a
don't know
pound.
Kiki. But the peoples on social media say, one, she was on the short bus. Two, how can I say it without being? You defended your husband after the fact,
That's
right?
right.
So y'all had some kind of incident that happened after you went live, after you went viral,
Mm-hmm.
to where you didn't want to press charges on your husband. You were trying to rekindle with him. And then you go set up a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
So then I feel like you playing with my emotions, because if I'm behind you saying rah rah rah, I don't want any of my sisters to be hurt. And if a man hurt them, then I'm right here, and you men ain't worth blah blah blah. You got us all rallying behind you for you to turn around and not want to press charges on this man because he doing whatever for you to call the police on him. And then two, you asking for forgiveness about you and your husband. And then three, you set up a GoFundMe saying that you need help. You need my coins to help you move.
Here's the thing to that, and you make some great points. One, Kiki, you said the man came over and beat you up. That's why you called the police. I'm trying to understand how he even get in the house. Because one, if you had packed the stuff and put it out, clearly you should have changed the laws. Unless you wanted him to come back over there and you he dokie. Let's talk
You
let's
he what?
he dokie. So let's start with that. How did he even get in the house to beat you up? Either he's
Wookie dokie.
he or you let him in.
But now she said that she couldn't legally keep him out the house because they were married when they purchased the house. So I get that part.
Okay, let me tell you this. The law is the law, right? The law is the law. I'm not saying the law isn't the law. But if you really felt, and we all know this, we'll say DAM in the law when it comes down to my safety.
Yes,
So if I change the law and you can't get in, guess what? He the one gonna have to call the police. And I doubt if most men are even going to do that. If we just want to be real, true, and honest.
that's true.
He ain't finna call the law and say, hey, unless he plan to. But most of them just not going to do that. Now I'm not saying there ain't some that out there that got that bitch in them that won't do it. But what I'm saying, most men not gonna do it. Two,
Unless he ain't got nowhere to go.
but Brandon got somewhere to go because if y'all follow the story, his mom and sisters have been very supportive behind him because even when he went to jail, his mom got a video and she's the one who went and bonded him out.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah,
Well, where the girlfriend at?
hmm,
Where the friend at that he would date?
that there we go again, right there. If he really was dating that lady, he do got somewhere to go. Right on back over there with her. And to your point about this GoFundMe, I'm going to say again, go back to her page. She was making numbers, and probably not as high numbers as what she's making now on her views, but she was making numbers on her TikTok and her Facebook before this even occurred, which means where are your coins?
That's right.
But I'm gonna go back to this what somebody said in some of the comments. See, the reason why if it's true that you need to go find me money, it's simply because that same money that you was making, y'all stayed on trips prior to him y'all going through this situation. I promise you Kiki was paying for those trips.
That right, cause they say the man ain't had no job. He was on the Uber. And no offense to the Uber drivers
Heard that people can be very lucrative at their
with Uber. Yeah,
but yeah, I really think Kiki was paying for the trip. He found the pocketbook to be in, and you latched on to her because you knew she was on the short bus.
but now they said that she had to convince him to go on a trip with her.
See, that
Cause
was
he didn't want to go on no cruises. He went into cruises.
that what I'm saying. If a man is really into you, um, and as your husband, granted,
He
I
gonna try.
you gonna try. I ain't gotta convince you to do nothing. We're gonna have some conversation and we're gonna be able to get through this, whatever fears you have,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
At the right time. At
That's
the
right.
right time, right?
That's right.
So
Hmm.
I think there's a lot of things when we peel back the layers. I think he was playing out the gate. That's why you was always cheating because you was never all the way in.
You went into her like that.
You wasn't into Kiki like that. Go ahead and read some of the notes.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back. Mm. Jeff on here. Jeff say, "Good evening, ladies." Kai said, "Hey, ladies." Makia said in her video, she said that her family told her to go get help. But when she did, the therapist called defects
Took her kids. I
and they
remember.
took her kids because she is crazy. DUB said, "Go fund what?"
That's right, because you're not the first person being cheated on, Kiki. And
Oh
I
my God.
y'all thinking, meaning I'm talking about the social media people that and let me tell you what I put in the comment. If y'all got money to give Kiki because she been cheated on,
Then
send
I need to go fund me too.
right, send me some. Because you Kiki ain't the first person that's been cheated on. The same thing with
Exactly.
piece of foolishness. And people who are sending their monies, and I don't know if they find it to GoFundMe or not. My thing is, you probably one of the same ones that's been cheated on too. So why do you think it merit somebody to get money from somebody GoFundMe
That's
just
right.
because they've been cheated on? I think
Right.
you got plenty of sense. Now, granted, you may ain't got no book smarts because at the end of the day, she did say she stopped at ninth grade. I think if I'm saying if I understand that, and then
I don't care if you stopped at fifth grade. Common sense is common.
That's what I was gonna say. Kiki got plenty sense, plenty common sense.
Because guess what? You know how to do these reels and these videos for
Yep,
your numbers to go up between
yep,
Facebook and TikTok.
yep,
Baby, you got common sense.
yeah, plenty.
And common sense should have told you that that man was not into you. And let me tell you something. You ain't got but D many time. With him. D many time.
I mean,
For me to feel like you don't need me or want me. Exit stage left.
here's what
Ain't
got me.
got time.
And God knows, I don't want to be having to y'all tag and share. Please tag and share.
Please tag and share.
Please tag and share because we want to have some conversation, guys. We want to hear from y'all.
But
Please.
D, if you on a cruise,
Mm-hmm.
now I know you very well.
Okay.
Very well.
Right.
You go on a cruise. And your man looking at every BBL and BBW on the cruise, and you can't get that man attention.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
For me, number one, we got to have a conversation when we get back to the room. That's the first thing.
First
And
thing,
be nice. Because I don't want to show out on the folk cruise in the middle, in front of everybody. Now, if
in
it
the
was
ocean.
show me, I would show out right there like the number
Honey would have showed out. Honey would have showed out.
But because I'm the new me,
They're right.
I would wait till we got back in the room and had a conversation, and it wouldn't have been no nice conversation.
That part.
However, if that's what we doing, then that's what we doing. Me and you both. Cause see, I'm not finna play this game with you.
Say it again. Say it again. But say it again though.
Like for the people in the back,
That part.
let's make it understood. If that's what we're doing, then okay, then that's what we're doing. And so on this cruise, then what we can do is just act like we got an open relationship.
They're right. So why you look at the BBL, big fat boy? Cause that's
Right.
what he was.
And you was.
I'm looking at the dude with a six pack.
He probably slept on the deck on the cruise. He would have with one of us. But see, Kiki, you let him came on in.
Bingo. So that's what I'm saying. If he don't respect you and in your face and in your presence, he's looking somewhere else. And you can see that, you can feel that, you can feel the energy.
Mm-hmm. People was, even if you look at the video when they was on the cruise, she was trying to get his attention. She was singing a song about loving him or something. I forget what song she was playing.
He wasn't paying her no attention.
But I'm gonna tell y'all why. If when y'all get off this video, off this live, go back, look at it. Pretty Brown Lewis said, right, if it ain't no fun if we can't have that's right. Because see, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
That's right. That part.
If we go back and look at some of her videos, they were at a car wash one time, and she was doing a video, and she was trying to get him to be in the video. He sprayed water on her, simply because that man don't want to be. Everybody don't want to be on the social media.
I agree.
Everybody don't want to be on the social media. Now, granted, Kiki, I get it. You happy, you married, but it goes back to what we talk about all the time. Are you having these conversations with your person? Because the man even said, well, not him. She even said when she fell out live with the wedding dress and the liquor, and she said, I talked to him today. He said, why did I crash out? Why did I crash out? Why am I putting all our business on the social media? Because that man do not want to be in the spotlight of social media. That's your life. That's not his life. Wait.
That man said in them wedding vows. If you watch the video,
Okay.
that man said in them wedding vows, between me, you, and TikTok.
See, I ain't even see that. My. Yeah, okay.
So that further lets you know he was uncomfortable with what you were doing in social media.
And I
Now,
promise you, 9 times out of 10, though, and Kiki, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'll be the first to apologize. If you see the video, I promise you, you never asked him, do he want to participate in these TikTok stuff? I think you just pulled him along. It seems like some of the videos, you literally dragged them in the video, and they don't
hmm
want to do all that.
that's right. I would agree. But I think it goes beyond the TikTok videos. It goes to the point to where was he fully, truly attracted to her?
I
Because
think
the TikTok videos and the social media piece, you can fix that. Because she was
Makia,
doing it by herself before.
Makia make a great point. He didn't want to be on him because he was cheating, and then Pretty Brown Lewis says not with her, and that could be very well true.
That very well could be true.
Yeah, very well.
DUB said he probably slept on the deck on the cruise.
He probably did because she wasn't. She wanted this so bad, and most women do. So 9 times out of 10, you probably did go back to the room with it. And I'm not saying as hard as I can be. I'm not saying I would have made you sleep on the deck, but I promise you we would have had an uncomfortable conversation.
That's right.
And once by the time we got out there, but one or two things were gonna end up happening. Either we were gonna be on the same accord and you were gonna be acting like a saint, or we just both do us. It's whatever you want to do at this
That's
point.
right. I post my social media by myself, and then when me and you together, we do whatever together. But what happens is, and I could be 100% wrong, but what I think that happens is that's her livelihood.
It is.
You get what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So that's her money maker.
Hmm.
So in order for me to provide the lifestyle that I'm providing,
Hmm.
right? This is what I have to do. Either you're going to come aboard and be a part of it, or you're not.
But to your point, though, she was doing it by herself in the beginning. Kiki, I
Right.
just think it's some women that just want folks to know they got a husband.
I heard me.
Like we,
Yeah. Yeah. I heard me. Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I just think some women want people to know they got somebody. So with that being stated, you want them folks in every video that you do as a content creator, but you got a life outside of social media. And sometimes, depending on if he's not in the social media or the limelight, you have to keep that stuff separate.
That's right. You gotta respect your herdsman the same way you get them. Because if that herdsman ain't ready to be in front of the camera every 2 seconds, you gotta respect that.
And I'm gonna tell you something else she said. She stated that she had stopped dating for 2 whole years. She's because her first person, her kid's father, I think he left, and she said he said something about F them kids. Um, and so she said she stopped dating, let's say for about 2 years. She said then he came along out of nowhere. Now what she said they met at, guys, I don't know. But later said that he just came out of nowhere, and she said, wait, that she felt like he was God sent. And I'm gonna let you speak to that because I want to go back to this God sent. Go ahead, Zoe. Go.
First of all, ma'am, just because you ain't dated in 2 years don't mean you done healed. Number one. Number two, that lady said she met that man. What she said she met him? She was trying to move.
Okay.
And the man volunteered. No, 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 no. Let me take it back. Let me take it back. Let me take it back. She was selling plates
Okay.
online. And
Okay.
the man bought a plate. But when he bought the plate, he said something about wanting to see her, wanting to date her. And she told him she wasn't dating, she was doing XYZ.
Okay.
But the man was persistent and she was moving, and he helped move her for free.
Okay.
And she said, because he doing that, she gonna go ahead and go on a date with the man. And
Okay.
then the man kept helping with different stuff while she was moving, and she felt like it was just God sent.
Lady said she felt like it was God sent. Now we got two comments. One, Tanisha, Lord Jesus, said that man didn't want to be in that social media mess. I don't believe so. I just don't think. I think you force fed him into that, and he just
Mm-hmm.
did it because at the time the camera is on me, and I don't want to make it. Even though it looked bad, I guess he just felt like, hey, at time, let me just do as much as I can. But you
Mm-hmm.
can clearly tell by his mannerism that
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to deal with that. She
Yes.
said he kept saying when she kept saying that about he kept saying, why did I crash out? Why did I crash out? Because I put all our business on the social media. Maybe I'll stop it, maybe I won't. Girl, but if you call yourself still wanted your marriage that bad, social media folks who jumped on this foolishness bandwagon with her, if you want your marriage that bad and you know this is part of his thing, then his reasoning, then why don't you just stop doing all of that? Or stop trying to make him be a part of it. Well, people was too busy trying to say he's manipulating her because he was cheating. And I'm not saying that that's not the case, but what I
Right.
am saying is there is two sides to this.
Yes.
Is her keep trying to make that man be on social media. That's right. They're three. Is two him in the cheating. Because guess what? She knew this man was cheating before she married him. And people are failing to even recognize that piece of it. She knew that.
Well, when she found the man was cheating before they got married? I didn't know that.
Go back and listen to some of the videos. She said on one of the videos, she said she told him there is a difference between him cheating on the marriage as opposed to when they were not. Now I get you want. I don't know why you thought him. You marrying him was going to make him be more committed to you in these vows when he was already cheating.
Be careful of who you date. Check the folk background. Because mentally, everybody is not ready and stable for what you're ready for.
And especially a marriage.
And
It
especially,
definitely
exactly.
you definitely move different in your marriage. Now, I'm not saying people don't supposed to date when they are intentional and they're saying that they want to
Mm-hmm.
share. I'm not saying people should move different by no means.
Right.
What I am saying, but definitely when you take them vows before that man up them steps.
That's right. Even when you decide, to me, and again, what matter say, just because it's your opinion don't make it right. I'm just saying, even when you decide and make the decision that you want to be exclusive with somebody, you need to be vetting their
Mm-hmm.
values, what they're looking for, how they want to move forward, all of that kind of stuff. Because that's going to determine what that next step looks like. Because if you told that man it's a difference between him cheating when y'all dating and when y'all married, shame on you. Because get what? The same consequences, Negro, I don't know if I can say that, but I don't say it now. But the same consequences that come along with you cheating on me while we exclusive, gonna be the same consequences gonna happen when we married.
That's real. That's real.
That's for
You
real.
that's right. You
Ain't no difference, D.
no,
It
I
doesn't.
mean it ain't. I'm just thinking too because I when I seen it in the beginning, I really felt sorry for her. I was like, oh my God, some people are so broken from
Oh my God.
from people cheating. You just don't know the impact that it can have on an individual. So I felt very, in the beginning, I really felt sorry for her. But then when you start out at falling out, leaning on back, had your Don Julio. So who bought you that Don Julio? Since you need some GoFundMe, where you get that from? And then beyond that, Kiki, if your mind told you, see, this is what it made me think about, guys. A stage play. That you, because you went in there, you had to have, what what told you to go put on the wedding dress? What in your mind say, go put on this wedding dress? Because I can get more sympathy. I can, people are going to be more drawn in behind all of that based on the fact that I got on this wedding dress. It just made me think of a stage play. Go ahead, Zoe.
Baby, let me tell you something. She knew exactly what she was doing as a content creator, in my eyes.
Me too.
Now, not to take away from her hurt
That's
or
right.
anything else,
That's right.
because the last thing I want is for any woman with melanated skin like myself
Mhm.
to have to go through any hurt.
That's right.
We never want that. We got y'all back hands down. But I guess my thing is, Mikiki, when you was with that man, you pointed out clear examples of
Mm-hmm.
times that you felt like he wasn't into you, he didn't like you, he didn't want to be around you, that he was interested in all this other stuff.
And oftentimes, and we're gonna read some of the comments starting with Gary, and I'll let you go down.
Yep.
Oftentimes,
Hey, Gary.
women does do just that. Women do just that. You come up with all of these excuses and
Oh, say it again, D.
reasons as to why you think this man wants you, and you're not looking at all of the red flags, all of the signs, all of the stuff that's out there. You want to be in something so bad that your mind don't even lock in to the red flags. You overlook them. The hurt and the pain that you've been through, in the moment you're feeling so good
Right.
that you will excuse the behavior of the person, knowing good and time well, I'm gonna take the good over the bad.
That's right. Because that lady talked about being raped. The lady talked about being cheated on. She talked about her mother not being there for her. All of these traumas that she's went through that she hadn't healed from. To me, and DJ me, the minute you saw something different from this man that wasn't pertaining to you or wasn't into you, that was the same red flag for you to say, get what?
And Kiki, I'm wondering, yes, you said you didn't date in those 2 years. Fine.
Mhm.
What were you doing to heal yourself, to your point, though? Since
Bingo.
just because I'm not dating, if I didn't do anything in the interim to get my mind right, to get my heart right, if I'm just wallowing in my sorrow and keep praying to God that a man come along and love me the way that I need him to love me, fine. You definitely want to have that prayer up to the man
Hmm.
who cares, the right man. But in the meantime, guess what? If we ain't working on we, that don't do no good.
Cause that man gonna come right in. He can send that man to you. And guess what? With no healing, you still ain't ready. Kiki.
Kiki, you still weren't ready. I'm sorry. Yes, you may have took 2 years off. Yes, you may have not dated, which I assume you weren't intimate. I don't know. You didn't speak on your sex life. I'm just adding it. Since you said you took 2 years off, I'm just figuring that was part of the makeup. But if you did not put in the work, and to Makia's point, I get it that you opened up and you told see the counselor or whomever, and maybe the lady didn't understand it. But the people do tell you if you are a danger to yourself or others, it is their duty to report.
That right.
So the folks tell you
That include them cheering.
that if you're a danger to yourself or others, that like you said, that includes children.
You want to go through the comments?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my friend Gary, that's my friend. His name Gary. Hey, Gary. Gary said, but not all men want to be in the spotlight. It doesn't mean that they are cheating. Some people just love their privacy. I would agree. I don't say that her man didn't appreciate what she was doing financially. He may just not have wanted to be in that spotlight. That's right.
But
DUB said,
hold on before we move on. I want to speak to that.
okay,
So,
go ahead.
so I get that part too. You got to his point, and I totally agree. And I think we've had a conversation about this as well, right?
That's my friend.
Folks don't want to see y'all do all that.
Okay, I'm
So,
sorry.
so I get that, and I think we've had a conversation on here before in reference to privacy and people not posting their person and all this social media stuff. So I get that. But I will say this. I'm going to go right back to Makia's point. You may not want to be in the spotlight. You may not, and when I say you, I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about Gary. I'm talking about people.
That's
People may
right.
not want to be in the spotlight. People may not want to be on social media. But ain't nobody gonna date Manda. And at some point, a person ain't seen me on your social media. Now that's that. Now you can have privacy and just not people thinking that you don't have nobody. Are you single? I would have a problem with that.
I would agree. But I think at the same time, like you said, if you enter it the way that you just said, I
And
keep my privacy.
Silver
You
Spoon just said it. Find someone else that fits you. That's right. If
that's
you're
right.
a private person and you know that person is a spotlight person, granted, every aspect of y'all life don't have to be on social media, but there's
That's
no
right.
possible you're saying you're gonna date somebody that's a content creator that's in the spotlight.
That's
Are
right. And you ain't never gonna be on social
and
media.
yeah, that to me does scream
That
cheating.
crazy. That's right. Now I don't have to have you on every post that I do.
That's
You
right.
get what I'm saying? But you're going to be in some facet in what I do.
That's
So
right.
then DUB said, hold on. DUB said, wait a minute. DUB, wait a minute now. DUB said, where is the man located, Amanda?
What man?
He talking about the man from the girl. I don't know where he
Oh,
located.
I don't know where they're from. I don't know where him and Kiki from. I don't know.
Latanya said correct. And instead of her working on it,
You
if
still
social media was a big issue for him, she went super viral with that dress video.
right.
So did she really want him or the attention? Very good, Latasha. Very good question. So then DUB said that's what I meant by crying like that. It was so
Dramatic.
dramatic. Yep.
You
Latanya said
felt
it was a Tyler Perry production.
and it was. Get what? You fell clean on the floor. You
What
fell
she
flat.
said?
You came back to the camera and you looked in the camera. I talked to him today. I talked to him today. Girl, I was like, oh my God.
Pretty Brown Lewis said, I felt for her. Then I had to see she put on a dress. music, the alcohol and stuff. So I had to question it then.
Absolutely.
Oh, but my friend Gary said, "Hey, Zoe, hey, Gary." And then Silver Spoon said, "Find someone else that fits you." I agree, but guess what? Even the person that fits you, right, may not want to be in your spotlight
But
every day.
that's right. It goes back to us having candid, open, honest communication.
Agree.
If it means something to me
Mm-hmm.
to post my person, and you're that person that don't want to be posted, then we need to have a conversation because ain't no
They're
need
right.
to heads down the line.
They're right. Kawhi.
Cause then now that's right. Cause then now I want to know why.
Kawhi, I can't post you.
And better yet, why you not posting me?
Me, that poet, Mr. Sir.
Because like you said, it ain't got to necessarily be every facet of your life. Because again, everything that I put on there, that don't mean that man got to be put on there. And everything he do, that don't mean I got to be put on there.
They're right.
I think if you're on social media at some point, your page shouldn't look like you're not into anything.
That's
If,
right.
meaning if you're in a committed relationship or married. Now,
That's
when you're
right.
dating, I get it. But if you're exclusive and if you're married at some point,
The folk need to know. Because Silver Spoon said a woman that wants unnecessary attention is for the streets. I would agree.
I,
And y'all look out for Silver Spoon new hit because it's coming out. Because he shout out me and Manda. And we is celebrities.
well, we are.
Celebrities.
Yeah, I love it. So y'all definitely be on the lookout for it. So from drop the name of it in there for us so that we can make sure that they are looking out for it by name. And then y'all
They're
go
right.
run over there and follow him and that boy making green.
They're right. They're right.
That's how we got us an old shout out. You know,
Cause we celebrities in the old song. But for real though, I do think there are some mental issues there,
I do.
and I'm not trying to belittle them
That's right.
because the girl has been through a whole lot of trauma.
Absolutely.
If what she's saying is true,
Mhm.
but not only that, like you said before, what time have you taken before you just because you was single and wasn't dating? But if you were using that time for nothing else and you were not healing, then that means you were not prepared for this man.
That's
And
right.
if you're gonna ignore the red signs, because you ain't finna tell me the relationship he had with your best friend didn't give you no your antenna didn't go off?
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, they didn't just hook up after they
No.
got married. I think there was some things already going on. I think people use Kiki too to a certain degree because you had the man locked up. Now, this did make me mad. You had him locked up. Your neighbors came out and told the police something about that man. I forget what the neighbors told the police about him.
Hmm.
Well, they ended up locking him up. I said, okay. Kiki did a video right before, and that's why I say y'all go back, look on her page, both TikTok and Facebook. She did a video 5 hours before he got locked up. And she said, y'all, I got something up my sleeve, but I can't tell y'all what.
So it make it seem like she got the man locked up for no
I
reason.
think you plotted. And that's why I think all of this other foolishness is some plot for social media attention. Now, granted, to your point,
Hmm.
there are some mental issues, but
Hmm.
everybody with mental issues, that don't mean no folks ain't got common sense.
They're true.
Kiki,
Crazy and common sense is different.
that surely Kiki knows how to manipulate folks.
So let me tell you something. They got her on no video when she outside with the bonnet on her head. And the police saying, love don't hurt you. Love don't want to hit you, whatever. So it make it seem like it's a domestic violence situation where
Well,
the
I
police
think
was
they said
called
they
out
locked
too.
him up for it, but they were saying this man ain't got no record.
Right.
Cause this situation right here is the first blemish that's on his arrest record, um, which people are now saying they believe you would do anything to try to get this man back, or at
For
least
content.
destroy him because the man either one of the two, either for content or because that man don't want you. But
They're
if
right.
you're saying, Kiki, you don't want him, let that man go.
But you was sitting outside on the video with the police. You out there crying, talking about you don't want to send the man to jail because he just got his CDL license. Do you think I care about a nigga that got his CDL license? You done cheated on me with my best friend.
And I think your neighbors was in on it too, because I think people know that that girl is a good content creator, that that girl is getting money for these content, and you got your hand out.
Yeah, probably so. Cause you probably giving them a little something.
What we got from comments
Hold on. Let me see.
right there.
Do you be laughing? Pretty Brown Lewis say that part. Then she said exactly. Beth said, I'm listening, but I really don't have much to say when it comes to someone else's relationship. And if you put it out there on social media, I think something is wrong with you. That is strange to me.
And that's why that man keeps saying, she even said,
Why you crashed out on social media?
why you keep putting our business out on social media. Now,
They're right.
one can say he's saying that because he's cheating and don't want people to know he's cheating, but at the end of the day, that man don't know y'all. So why
They're
why
right.
would he care that she get on there and tell that he's cheating? No, the man don't like any other man.
They
Folks
don't
don't
want y'all in his business.
on social media. I'm sorry.
They're right. Bill said it just seems messy and not very ladylike, difficult for me to entertain. DUB said all of it is content for her. I believe that.
Yep.
Silver Spoon says without prayer nothing will work. We ask God for things and people that we are not ready for mentally and financially. I know
Read that again. Wait a
for the
minute.
people, for the people in the back, baby.
Come on with it,
For the
Silver.
people in the back. Silver Spoon said again, without prayer nothing will work. We ask God for things and people that we are not ready for mentally or financially.
What's that last part? Mentally?
Financially. That's what that man said. For the people in the back. Latoya said because a 45-minute video playing the same song over and over was dragging it.
Yeah, that was too much, Kiki. I'm sorry. And I wanted to be on your side at first. But no, I'm sorry, Kiki.
Yeah,
You dragging it out. You doing too much. You and
yeah,
Miss Batista can be friends, be sisters. And
yeah.
at the end of the day, like I said, I think so. Men, let me tell y'all what y'all need to do. Y'all need to get on here, tell y'all story how the woman cheated on y'all, fall out loud on the floor, and let's just see how many folks jump on your bandwagon. I promise you, though, folks ain't
Pretty.
gonna jump on that bandwagon with that. Well, what you do to her? Well, why well then you know she across the street. I promise you, we as women jump on the bandwagon so quick for women who a man don't cheat on. But let that man get on here and fall out on the floor his boxes with his whiskey or his Don Julio. And I didn't talk to her, and I'm so in love with her. Girl, I promise you,
Them folk gonna get that man the blues. Them folk gonna
they're
get that
gonna
man
give
the
him
blues.
some.
Tell
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
He can be 100% under. He can love that woman.
And he could be dead hurt. You not finna get that man that same empathy, the love, the wrap your arms around, all of that. You gonna question that man to the core.
You are. We really are. And maybe this is an eye opener because at the end of the day, we're all humans and we all hurt the same. So men hurt too. Just
Mm-hmm.
because they're men don't mean they don't hurt.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But I think we need discernment when it comes to both, right? Because even with Risa Tisa and this Kiki, Risa Tisa finna have her movie or book. And maybe that's what Kiki trying to do.
That's
I
right.
don't know. But don't do it at the expense of my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because either you're being truthful or you're not. Because you ain't gonna make me bash no men one way or the other, except the one that you talking about. And even then, it's two sides to every story. Because if you knew that man didn't care for you, and when that man showed you that, if you ain't got sense enough to say, guess what? You don't like me, you don't respect me, you don't adore what I bring to the table, then baby boy, I holler at you. Cause I ain't finna be nowhere Zoe don't ain't want it. I'm not.
Yeah, like he was showing it in the videos. I think she just wanted to be
Yes.
loved so bad. I think she just wanted to be loved so bad.
So that's on you.
That's right. That's right.
That's on you. That ain't on that man.
That's
Now
right.
it's on that man because number one, Mr. Sir, you never should have walked down that aisle with that lady if you were not 100%ly into her.
That's right. I agree.
So you should have never done that part.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't agree with that. Now, if you
Everybody
want to just use her and go on them vacations,
got to be held accountable for their own situation. Now,
that
here's what
part.
I'm saying, but Kiki, you got to be held accountable for
For
your.
your foolishness too.
That's right. You said he came out of nowhere and you felt like he was God sent. Why?
Because get what? She said that man took her on a date to the Fogo de Chao and she ain't never been.
Okay,
And
just
then
because
he
he took you somewhere that you ain't never been, that don't mean God said.
that she said when you ain't looking, that when God sent him. So that what she thought.
Did you ask him?
Now I don't know. I'm just telling what the lady
Come on,
said.
Kiki. Kiki, did
Yeah,
you ask him?
I
Did
don't know.
God show me? Give me a sign.
And
Help
he
me.
gave you 15 signs, Kiki, and you ignored them.
Yep, yep.
And then number three, the lady said he came in there and he was just before she could ask, he was just fixing stuff, moving stuff, doing stuff in the house for her, and she never had that done before.
Yeah, and so I'm sure as a lot of women, I'm not saying she's the only one. It
Right.
looks great. It looks good. It feels good when those things have never happened in your life, and you're looking for someone to come in and do those things. So I truly get it.
Yes.
That part I really do. But I
Mm-hmm.
think, and I don't even think that they dated long before they got married.
They
And it
didn't.
and it goes back to what we were saying about don't be so quick to want to move in, two, to run down that aisle because people can put on their mask for a long time.
That's right. And not only that, again, Makia, you very good point. Makia said you need to be focused on the mental before the financial. I agree 110%.
And I agree to that.
You need to focus on who you're dating, not so much of what you haven't experienced, right? Because granted, you may have never experienced Fogo de Chao, but is Fogo de Chao for him a one-time thing for you?
Hmm.
Is him help moving you a one-time thing for you? For me, you got to show consistency
That's right.
before we even get to a conversation about us being married.
Hmm. And that's why I say you got to take your time and do these things in phases simply because, like you just said, consistency. Was this a one time thing? Is they still got their representative on? And
That's
what are their
right.
core values? Because to Makia's point, yes, definitely, you got to be aware of a person's mental and where they are in that stability stage.
That's
Uh,
right.
but also too, you got to remember and figure out what's important to you.
That's
And
right.
just because it's not important to someone else, somebody finances very well may be important to you, because y'all know me.
Oh yeah, we want you to have $2, $3.
Saying you got to make no six figures. We don't talk about this 50
Yes.
million times over.
Yeah.
Financially stable does not mean that you got a bank account from the floor to the ceiling. But
Right.
it does mean financially stable that you're secure, because financially stable means you're not jumping from job to job to job.
That's right.
I mentioned, I remember stopped talking to somebody in my mind. They may not know I stopped talking to them because of that reason, but that was the reason. I don't want nobody that's always from job to job to job, because that means you're not stable.
Stable. I agree. It ain't about the amount of money that you make. It's about the stability in the way that you make it. I'd agree. That means you're going to be stable on the job. We can depend on this income coming in, whatever that income look like. We can know it coming in every 2 weeks, every week, whatever that look like for us. I would agree.
What else we got? So we gonna wrap
We're
it.
gonna wrap it up. Silver Spoon said we go fishing and strip clubbing when we hurt.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what we do right there. He talking about that restaurant is good. I do not like Fogo the Child, but
and
okay.
so Kiki, that may have been an experience for you and something that you wanted to experience. I've never been. I've seen some of the videos, but I don't have. That's no place that I desire just to run and go. As
That's
it
right.
may have been important and something special for her.
Yeah, that ain't for me. That what my kid said. Ain't no way in the hell that lady thought that her soulmate, that was her soulmate off of no Fogo the Child. If that doesn't show that she crazy, I don't know what else would.
I agree.
And Silver Spoon said communication is a skill that most people don't use.
And
Silver Spoon, you done been here before.
so
What?
not tonight. I said I was showing out tonight.
Silver showing that.
That what I'm saying. And I will tell y'all, I've said it before. I have really practiced over time, learning how to be transparent and communicating effectively so that you can get your point across, but more importantly,
Yes,
people can understand you and where you're coming from without
right.
question. I want to be clear, to the point, and concise about what my messaging. And I want to also follow up and make sure you understand it.
That's
So
right.
let's have some dialogue back and forth so we can make sure we're on the same page. I
I would
agree.
agree. Silver Spoon, you on the roll today, boy. You on the roll.
What somebody said something stable.
Oh yeah, Latanya said stable because at this big age, which I agree, if you don't have that, it's a problem.
That's a
I
problem.
agree. If I'm 49, and if at 49 you don't have no stability, go ahead on, bro. Go ahead
Then
on.
it goes right back to what Silver Spoon said. You got to
Yep,
find somebody that fits you, because
they're
somebody
right.
else may be okay with that.
They're right.
You can't choose no one that has those values where being stable is on that top priority list.
That's right. That's not important to them because they feel like they can job hop
Right.
at
Mm-mm.
50 some years old.
Right. That no, that ain't a good look at. Like we said, that's for some children that's trying to find their way.
That for them 19, 20 ish. So to me, by 30, you need to have some stability, sir.
Yeah, because you
At
should know.
30D, we were stable.
That's right. That's right. Kiki, our heart goes out to you.
And it do.
We do not want to overlook the fact, like she said, like Zoe said, as an African American woman or any woman
They're right.
has been cheated on, um, the hurt, the pain, um, the disappointment, all of that. So we get,
Mm-hmm.
we understand it, been there, done it, got a
Mm-hmm.
t-shirt to wear with it that said champion. on the back, right?
This ain't sad.
You can pray and put your faith in God and ask God for your healing instead of social media and all that falling out.
Say
Then
it
you will
again.
find your way to becoming a better you.
Yes.
But until you do that, you're going to always find yourself with some issues. Now,
Mm-hmm.
content creator, have your fun. I've seen a lot of stuff that y'all, like I said, go to that page. A lot of stuff that y'all that you were doing prior to have your
Mm-hmm.
fun. And that's in that aspect of your content creator. But when it comes down to your private life, I would really suggest, unless your person is into it, that you find another way to make your content.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say so?
Keep your private life private unless your person is okay with everything that you guys are going through to be publicized socially. I don't think that's healthy for anybody.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
I agree. Everything shouldn't be on social media.
No, no, no. When you know you've been through serious trauma, heal first before you go into something else. And when you see the red flags, pray about it
Mhm.
and pray for your exit
Mhm.
because he's not showing you red flags for no reason.
That's right.
Like Manda said, been there, done that. When you see them, pray about them, ask for that discernment for him to reveal what these red flags are.
That's right.
And it's time for you to exit stage left because that means that's not where you're most wanted, most needed, and where your energy is going to survive. It's not there.
That's right.
No matter how much you may want to be there, me and Amanda talk all the time about we do all of this because we want to. Some people do all this because they want a husband. Hell, we want a husband too,
But I ain't
but
gonna.
I
I
but
ain't,
I ain't gonna settle for no husband who cheating on me with my best friend, act like they don't want me, don't want to be bothered.
Cause you could at least put on a smile on your face to act like you want to be bothered when you was in the spotlight. And then say, "Tell Kiki, I don't really like this.
I don't like that.
Get back on now."
That lady was twerking in front of him. He was doing like this.
Most men finna do like this.
Hey, hey, babe, go ahead, babe, go ahead. What the folks say? Throw the wham in the circle. Even if you ain't got a lot, make it jump like a hurdle. I mean, I'm just saying, even if you ain't got a lot, he gonna be cheering his woman on.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
That man was like,
That's right. That's right. And then they want to do all that.
he won't be bothered. He won't be bothered.
Yeah. Pretty Brown Lewis said, "You're simply just not it."
Not it.
That's right.
Oh my God.
But
Oh, Silver Boom said he looking forward to the sneaker ball. Woo!
so y'all, Zoe, tell them about that before we close out right quick.
Okay. The nonprofit that I am a part of, we are doing a sneaker ball in December. The tickets are $100 a piece. It's on my page, so follow at that girl Zoe, and
DA.
it'll have DAT. Let me tell you what my friend Gary say. DAT girl Zoe. And then all of the information about the sneaker ball is there. We support women who have experienced the loss of a child. So definitely come out and support us or support a mother. And then come out and put that shit on with them sneakers.
Absolutely.
Cause we,
Absolutely.
cause we want to see you.
I want to be so fresh. What is that? So fresh and so
So
clean.
fresh, so clean. Exactly. Cause get what? Amanda was there last year and get what she was.
Get out this year.
Fresh and clean.
We're going to be out this year.
That
Definitely.
part.
Definitely. So, y'all, this has been amazing. You know, yeah,
Yes.
somebody. You know, I know a lot of times we want to say we don't want to be in folks' business. And I get it. I understand it. But when you really truly care about somebody, love can certainly be blind.
Yes.
And so, where they may not see it, I would encourage people that when you're really close to someone and you really truly love that person, it ain't what you say, it's all in how you say it. It's sis and put you to the side and have a conversation.
That's right.
Did you see da 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 da? Well, what did you think about da 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 da?
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a conversation with him about, and guys,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we're exempt from doing nothing, that your homeboys, if they recognize it, that they shouldn't be pulling you to the side and having a conversation, because again, love can certainly be blind.
It
And
can.
sometimes we just want it so bad that we will overlook it. But sometimes when somebody pull our coattail to say,
I'ma tell it.
what you gonna do?
I'ma tell it. Hey, listen now. That man like you need to slow down. Or that man eyes be wandering.
He got
And
you
it
got
ain't
to
and
wonder
it ain't
why.
wandering on you.
hmm You got to make sure ain't nobody saying be all up in folk business and trying to make folk quit their person. That's not what we saying. We ain't call, I love some black love. I love
They're
black.
right. They're right.
I want to see people thrive. I mean, I aspire to. For me, I would, looking forward to the day of being just there, madly in love, ready to walk down the aisle, all of that stuff. But
You
what
do.
what I am saying is, what you did your eye like that for?
Cause you be on me, so you can't quit that man like that.
And can't. Hey, Nikki, with your pretty self. Um, I am saying that the folks say if you see some, say some.
They're right. If you see some, say some. They're right. They're
It's
right.
best that you say something to after then when the folk crash out, you saying, girl, I was gonna tell you, but I ain't know how you gonna take it. I'm looking at
That's
you.
what we do. That's what we do. Ain't that what we do? I was gonna tell you, but I ain't know how you was gonna take it. But
Right,
that man was
right.
yeah,
No, no. If you love truly somebody,
that's right.
definitely say something. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Love can be a beautiful thing.
It
Good
can.
things come with time. That's right. Don't be
That's
too
right.
rushed into it. Let it organically happen on its own.
Yes.
Yep.
Love it.
Guys, this
Love
is
it.
good. We love y'all. Thank you always for your support. This was another great conversation.
Yes.
Y'all for the engagement, because that's what we look for the
And big
engagement.
boy.
Sit down there, big old dog.
Yeah, he wanna say hello.
Hey, what
He
he
say,
now?
hey Pablo. Pablo.
Pablo.
You say, hey fat boy.
Okay. Bye,
Thank
y'all.
y'all.
See y'all next week.